Hello, gorgeous people, and welcome to another TV Central one-on-one podcast. I'm Aaron Ryan. This is episode 5, 2024. TV Central will be part of the Australian Idol 2024 journey, chatting to each of the eliminated contestants. Your top 8 became your top 6 with the elimination of Kiani and Drea. Joining me now, and welcome to TV Central, Kiani. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
A big night last night, live show. Hopefully you've had a little bit of sleep. Obviously, disappointing to see you to go, but the public vote has been interesting to say the least. Front runners Ripley and Tyler gone. TJ had a strong fan base, gone. Now, obviously yourself and Drea. Front runner Dylan was in the bottom 4, but got through. What's your take on the public vote?
Honestly, it's a mix of emotions. It's definitely something where, you really need people to understand that voting is so important. Otherwise, you're gone. And like, especially after what happened last night, Dylan has such a big fan page and he was still put in the bottom 4. It's crazy. Like, you can't vote enough, really.
Absolutely. So self-reflection, everyone can commentate on their opinion on why you left. Do you think it was just like the voting and people have fan bases? Why do you think individually that you left?
I think it was, and like this is a guess, but also just, people's opinions are all different. Everyone has the right to their opinion. But I'd say the reason I was mainly voted out would be due to my age. A lot of people say that I'm very young and I have so much more time, which is definitely true, and also that I'm not mature enough to kind of be in the competition, which, it makes it hard because yes, I'm only 17, but that I've worked so hard for that opportunity. So yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
a lot has been made, obviously, like you said, about your age being 17. Do you understand why the judges point that out constantly, or do you get embarrassed about it and just, wish people would just move on from the whole age thing?
Definitely at the start, I was kind of happy about it, to be honest, because, people saying like, you're only 17, it made me feel so good because it was like, yes, and, I've come this far and I've done all these things and it's crazy being my age and all of that jazz. So it was great at the start, but then people kind of started twisting it a little bit and making it more so that it's not a great thing that I'm so young. And then that's when it kind of started changing the whole aspect of it and, making things kind of challenging for me in the show. But now overall, I was never embarrassed about it. Like, I'm so proud of myself to where I got to. And, it's so great. And like, I have got more time and I've got so much more time to get better and better. So.
Of course. I'm just going to throw in a completely random question. It just came to my mind. Your name, Kiani, is obviously quite different. Does that have any significant meaning, or did the family just like the name Kiani?
Oh, well, in Hawaiian, it means princess.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and nah, dad picked the name. He loved the name Kiani, and mum wanted Jazz, so that's kind of how it went to Kiani Jazz.
Oh, there you go. Well, that's understandable.
Yep.
Princess Kiani, beautiful. Let, us go back and have a look at your Australian Idol journey. 2002. I watched that again this morning. It just reminded me that your big performance has been great, but that raw guitar vibe just gives you chills. Why did you go with that song? Because it's not a song that everyone knows straight up. Bold choice.
Um, it was quite difficult because, like I kind of got suggested that song in a way,
Yeah.
and I had to spend a lot of time in my room by myself, kind of working on it, making it Kianified in a way.
Yeah.
Um, but like the guitar is always a part of me, and I did kind of give that up towards, the end of the competition just to show more of me. But like it's always gonna be there and yeah.
You're the one that I want. That was something. You really mixed that one up. On paper, I would say, that'd be insane. But I'm not sure that's a great idea, but the execution though was perfect. Another bold choice. Talk me through that.
Well, that song, it's always been in my family, and Mum loves it from the movie Grease and all of that jazz. So it was definitely a bold choice to go with that song. But I think like I got a lot of positive reviews from it, and I did change it and I made it my own kind of style, and I think a few people liked it. So like I'm not regretting it at all. And I did get some, not great feedback back from the judges from it, but like I'm still really happy I did the song. It was fun.
Absolutely. Tainted Love, another powerful performance. It seemed to be a new confidence for you. Was that fair? Do you think that you grew in each performance, or were you pretty comfortable and consistent throughout?
I definitely grew. The first time I did the first audition, I was so scared. But since then, like I've got up on that stage and I don't get nerves anymore. Like it doesn't fuss me. And like I've noticed that I can now move around so much more on stage and I can, talk to the crowd more in music sense. And it's been really good, and I think a big part of that is due to Idol and due to the experiences I've had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For your journey, what was the most challenging aspect of the Australian Idol journey? Because I know for some people, it could be the vocal, it could be this, the stage, all of the people, but others it's just like, oh, the camera, the lighting, the wardrobe, having getting all that together. What did you find to be the most challenging?
Oh, the most challenging would be the fact that, being away from home for so long. Like, we have been in Sydney for 6 weeks now. So, being away from my dog, being away from my brother, my family, my friends, everything, it's been quite challenging for me. But, that's kind of what I chose. That's the music industry, and I'm fully accepted of that. So,
That's actually quite interesting because you get responses about performance from people, but you never actually think you forget that everyone comes from different states. Not everyone's in Sydney, so yeah, I mean that would be challenging to be away from family and friends and everything that you love. Wow. All right, so moving forward, there's going to be a huge fan base for you. You've had the Australian Idol opportunity, but genres are picked for you. There's a viewer choice, all that sort of stuff. You're totally in your own lane now. So what can fans expect from you?
honestly, I'm a big, serious songwriter, so I'm gonna get a lot more into songwriting and hopefully producing some stuff soon. But yeah, just more music related stuff, like I'm not gonna give up on music. It's my dream. It's always going to be my dream. So no matter the outcomes of Idol, I'm gonna follow that, and I hope that the fans and the people that are enjoying my Idol experience can also enjoy what I have for them later in the future.
Yeah. These kind of experiences are often learning curves for people. What have you learned about yourself as an artist through this experience?
Honestly, that I've kind of known this from the get-go, to be honest, but it just kind of made it all real last night that and people I know that people need to know this. It is so hard. The music industry is insanely hard. Like you don't really realize till you experience it. But in the end of it, it is so worth it. And you're gonna have a lot of setbacks in life due to it. Like I've had so many setbacks in my music career, and I'm only 17, so that's just what you have to expect in the music career, but it is so, so fun. And if it's something you're passionate about, you need to do it because overall, like just getting on Idol was insane. And even if I only made it to top 8, that's okay. There's no problem with that. I'm not, upset and, sulking about it because it's just like I got that far and I'm so happy. And yeah, it's just part of being in the music industry and that's okay. And I'm willing to take that.
How do you think participating in Australian Idol will impact your future in the music industry? I mean, obviously it opens up, to a big fan base, but does it lock you in? Like, was the music, the sort of the song choices that you did in Idol, is that representative of you? Because some people sing songs, but in their own lane, they're actually quite different. Is that the case with you? Are you quite different with your own music, or if people saw you on Idol, yeah, that's kind of what you'd expect from me. I mean, obviously your own songwriting, Are you similar to what you did on the show or quite different?
I write songs totally different to what I did on the show, but due to the songs I had to do, I always stayed true to myself and I changed them to show me. So, for example, like Rhiannon, I didn't do it even really close to the way that Fleetwood Mac originally did it because, like if I'm going to sing that song, I'm going to make it me to show people me. Otherwise, I'm showing people a fake side of myself, and that's not something I want to do on the show. So you'd expect different to what my songwriting is, but for my actual singing, it's the same.
Yeah, for sure. All right, now here's a question you've been asked 700 times. These kind of eliminated podcasts, I ask for predictions. Who do you think will win based on the public vote, and who would you like to win personally? Because sometimes they're different.
Based on the public vote, I have a strong feeling that either Dylan or Trent has a really good chance because, they have so many fans out there and their personalities are great and, they're so funny and like even behind scenes, they are so amazing. Like their personality wise but the person I'm really hoping would win, and I love all of them. They're all so amazing, but I'm really rooting for Amy because, she's such an amazing person inside and out, and she's got this insane voice that, I just can't get enough of. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And yeah, just like even, I keep saying this as a person on the show and in real life, seeing I've known her for so long now, she's exactly who she is that people see on the show. She's such an amazing person and her personality is just so sweet, So she hasn't changed throughout the whole show. Like she stayed true to herself and that's something that I love.
Yeah. Where can fans hit you up on the socials and follow the next chapter of your career?
Well, on Instagram, I'm Kiani_Jazz_music, and on Facebook, I am Kiani Jazz Music. Um, and I also have a TikTok as Kiani Jazz_music as well, I'm pretty sure.
Awesome. Finally, are there any words for the legion of fans that have supported you for Australian Idol and are wanting to see more of you moving forward?
Oh, I just want to say thank you. Your support means so much to me, and I got so far with you guys. And, like, I love reading the comments, and, like, I even get comments of people saying that I've inspired them, and that's something that, like, is just crazy because that's, like, wow, I've inspired people to do all these amazing things. And yeah, and honestly, I am going to go so far with my music, and I still want people to follow my journey, even though I'm not on Idol anymore. I'm still going to be who I am and who they know. So stay tuned because I'm going to have some pretty good stuff soon, hopefully.
Absolutely. All right, Kiani, our Australian Idol princess. Really love your raw performances. It's great seeing you being you. And let's forget about this 17 thing. Talent is talent. You could be 70 or 15 or whatever it is. Talent is talent. You're awesome. Look forward to seeing the next chapter in your wonderful journey. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Thank you. That was Kiani from your Australian Idol Top 8. Australian Idol continues Sunday, the 17th of March, 2024, with the top 10. Well, that's it for this podcast. For all the latest television news, head to tvcentral.com.au. But for now, I'm Aaron Ryan. Thanks to Kiani. Get some sleep. Bye for now.